Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good evening. So right now we're going to continue with our pit run this week, so yeah, let's go check it out. Currently we're on this boss here, Lady Moonlight. Let's take a look at her skills. So whenever Splash triggers, it will deal damage to the Warlord. Every second turn will summon a Nightfall to the first row, and then on the sixth turn will deal damage to enemies for each Nightfall. Okay, a couple things. Looks like their heroes will have Splash, and when Splash happens, it will deal extra damage to our Warlord. So we want to make sure that we have heroes away from each other to avoid the Splash damage, and then also to potentially not trigger off this damage skill. On the second turn, we'll see a Nightfall come to the first row. We'll have to see what a Nightfall does when it shows up, and then we'll probably get rid of it. And then on the sixth turn, we'll take damage to our heroes, enemies being us, for each Nightfall. So again, we want to make sure that we clear out those Nightfalls, so that way we also don't see an additional summon on the field, and then also we won't take additional damage to our heroes. So yeah, let's hop right in. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. Okay, and at this point, we'll start with actually a hero on... We'll start with a hero here on E3, just to get rid of this building. Okay, we have the Mr. Devil over here, dealing damage to all heroes when he comes into play. Also some additional damage to our Warlord, and then whenever he attacks, and then also when he dies, he'll deal damage to one of our heroes. We'll summon a hero that can actually take the damage of this. So in this case, we'll go with this hero next on C... Yeah, we'll go with this hero on C2. Alright, so here's the Nightfall. This Nightfall here will give Divine Shield to a random ally. And then also at the end, when he dies, when the building dies, we'll give Splash to a random ally. As you can see the Metal Shield here, we have the TNT Crazy Demolitionist with some damage runes to ourselves. And then also we'll have the adjacent damage. Then extra damage around there. We're going to go with the damage skill to mark this. We won't be able to get rid of the Metal Shield yet, but we can at least get rid of the Nightfall. Then also, we'll go with this Aqua Spirit here on B1 that can actually freeze one of these heroes. Okay, that is not what we want to see. We have this Bone Dragon here giving a Reborn to a random Chaos ally, which in this case is the TNT Crazy Demolitionist. He will be able to come back, which is unfortunate, so we won't be able to clear him out. We're going to hold off on filling file C here because we do want our soul binders. And so in the meantime, we can actually get rid of some of these damage runes. Let's go for that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we have another Nightfall, and then you see the damage skill marked on the TNT. Okay, we have the Discordia over here, giving extra attack to 2 of the enemies, also an attack boost to Chaos allies at the end of the turn. We're going to go with our Soul Binders now, and see if they'll take a little bit of damage, but we will need them because we will need to destroy the Nightfall and then also these heroes. We'll go next with this range hero here on C2 because we want to block these spaces for the TNT. Okay, we have additional damage happening. We have one of our soul binders gone. We also have this axe over here. This one will give an attack boost. Get an attack boost actually for each Chaos ally, including himself, and then also deal adjacent damage to our heroes. We'll do a shuffle to find a range hero to actually trigger off the damage. We do have one here, but that is all right. We'll do one more shuffle because we still have rare heroes over here. And we don't have one here, so in this case, I guess we'll just use our epics. Ooh, let's see, you might potentially end up taking lethal now, just because of this axe with the extra attack, but we'll summon another Chaos hero and hopefully we can actually clear something out. Not the moment that we wanted to see. We have a lot of extra attack coming. And unfortunately we did take the lethal. They had too many Chaos heroes on the field, and then also the extra attacks. Right, well, we will keep going. We're going to try to just use rare heroes for this time around. So even though we do have these stronger heroes, we are going to just try to do this by way of strategy. So in this case, let's go with this hero here on D3. This Crusader here has Mental Shield, and then we'll have a little bit of block. Okay, we have the axe once again. I do know that we have this shark that actually sets the attack of one of the enemies over to 1. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, we can slow him down for a little bit. This hero here, actually, this axe does deal damage to adjacent enemies when he's attacked. So at least some of these will still survive. Actually, all of them will survive. That's even better. Alright, so we have another Nightfall. We have these heroes for damage. We have the Discordia over here with the Metal Shield given from the Nightfall. We'll go with our damage skill. Then also, let's see. Well, when this hero dies, we'll deal damage to enemies in the line, though, so that's good. Not too concerned about the Discordia right now. I'm going to do a shuffle to actually find another... just summon this hero over here on A3.
Whoa!
Okay, that TNT Crazy Demolitionist is back. We won't be able to destroy it right now. We need our spaces for our soul binders. We'll do a shuffle. Let's actually find a range hero if possible, which we don't happen to find. We'll do another shuffle. And we do find one this time around. Let's actually summon this here next on E1. Okay, we had the Discordia destroyed. We also have this Bone Dragon giving Reborn again. Let's go with our soul binders this time around. Okay, and hopefully we can actually clear out these Nightfalls. So we'll go with another range summon. We'll go over here on... we'll go here on B1. This Old Bones has a little bit of flight. Okay, we did clear out TNT, so that's good. Okay, we have the Mr. Devil again dealing damage to our heroes. The next turn we're actually going to see a Nightfall, and then we'll actually take damage to our heroes, so that actually should potentially clear out this Soulbinder. Go with this Gravekeeper here on... yeah, we'll go with here on C3. Just to get the extra attack room. We have the Nightfall and the damage. We have the TNT clearing out some heroes. At this point, we will need to actually find a way to destroy this in combat, otherwise we will get overwhelmed by the damage runes. Let's see, we'll do a shuffle, and guess we'll just go with this hero here on C3 to block.
Whoa!
Okay, another Nightfall, and this time we have this Strict the Fiery Heart with some extra damage for every hero that was on the board, and also some splash as well. See those damage runes really getting in the way. We want to take advantage at least of this extra attack rune, so let's use that. Okay, more Nightfalls coming out to protect. Okay, and at this point we will probably end up taking lethal very shortly because we can't really summon on anything. Just summon some heroes to at least block for now. Alright, and I guess we'll just keep on going. We'll go with, let's see, we'll go with this hero here on A3. This one at least has Reborn. We'll still take damage from the damage rune. And we are going to take lethal here from the axe. Let's see how much damage we dealt this time. Okay, slightly more, but as mentioned, we are still slowed down a little bit because we're still using rares. So yeah, we'll keep on going. Okay, let us start with this hero here on a D3. This young griffin has flight and a little bit of block. Here's those TNTs again. All right, let's go protect some more. We'll do, let's see. I'll do another range hero over here, this time on D1. Okay, so there's a Nightfall. And here's a Strick over here, and that Nightfall actually gave protection to itself. Okay. At this point, we're going to go with our damage skill to clear out these heroes. And then we'll go with a range hero. Yeah, we'll actually go with a range hero next on C1. Okay, so these two heroes were destroyed by the damage skill. This time around, we don't see Reborn happen from the Bone Dragon. We'll go with the melee hero over here on C2, just to help us block with our, to block for our range hero, to keep it alive for our soul binders for next turn. Alright, so in this case we will go for the soul binders now. We do have a little bit more protection with those Nightfalls coming out. So we're going to do another shuffle to find another range hero, which we do have one here for the epic, but again, we're going to stick with rares for now. So we'll shuffle again, and we don't have it this time. We'll do one more shuffle. And at this point we don't have one, so I guess we'll... We want to keep going with progress. So in this case, I guess we will just summon a legendary hero this time around. We'll go with the Grace here on C2. Cleared out a lot of these heroes. Okay, we have the Mr. Devil over here. We'll continue back on the rares again. Okay, so we have the Nightfall and some damage. Okay, we have the axe once again with the attack boost. We'll go with another hero here on C3.
Whoa!
Okay, at this point, let's go with this melee hero here on A2. The Butcher came out and set actually this TNT's health to 1, and then we just destroyed it with the melee hero here. Okay, at this point we'll do another melee summon over here on B3. And then we have our Soul Binders then clearing out the Nightfall and then also the Discordia. Alright, we have the Strick, the Fiery Heart coming back. We also have the Scarecrow over here coming back with the Reborn. We do have another range hero, so that's good. Let's take advantage of that. We'll go with the summon here on A2. And with the passive damage, there we go. So that was Lady Moonlight. We did end up using another legendary hero, but that's okay. We do have a little more time left, so we'll just need to wait until we get some more attempts, and then we'll continue on with Diego Coldsteel. So we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. We're on the final boss of this pit run this week. Let's check him out. This is Diego Coldsteel, and we'll take a look at his skills. So before an ally attacks, we'll give an attack boost to allies for every wounded hero. At the start of the turn, we'll deal damage to heroes with maximum health, and at the 6th turn, we'll deal damage to enemies for every wounded hero. Okay, a couple things. Looks like before one of the enemies attacks, they will get an attack boost to all of them actually, for every wounded hero. So we want to make sure that we have heroes that are not wounded, so that way we don't see an attack boost on their heroes. And then also at the beginning of the turn, they'll take damage to heroes with maximum health. So any heroes with immunity will actually avoid this skill altogether, but everything else should take damage. And so because of that, we're going to see these two skills work together. So there's going to be damage and then an attack boost. And then finally, we'll see on the 6th turn, we'll deal damage to enemies for every wounded hero. Okay, so this means that this will actually wipe out potentially all of our heroes because there will be a lot of wounded heroes after this skill here. So we want to make sure that we have some sort of heal or immunity or mental shield, so that way we don't take the damage. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to see a lot of damage. All right, so yeah, let's hop right in. And seeing that this is the final boss this week, we will be taking away all the stops and we'll be using all of our heroes. So let's take a look at the buildings. Okay, and I do see a building here that deals damage to one of our heroes. I do see a building here that heals one of them to full health. So we want to make sure that we keep this one alive and get rid of this one if possible. I would rather just go deal some damage first. So we'll start with this hero here on D3. You can see the damage happening to every hero. Okay, we have this Tengu Ravencrest, which actually sets the attack of our heroes to 1 when they first come on play for a turn. We'll go with, let's see, we'll go with this hero here on B3. This Matriarch Iona has some extra splash damage. We can actually get rid of this building here. Okay, we have this Jormungand Grand. This one will freeze 2 of our heroes before the attacks, and then also we'll deal some extra damage and get a health boost at the end of the turn. We'll go with our damage skill to actually get rid of both of these. And then we'll follow up with this hero here on A1. This Mother Owl will give us an extra summon. Okay, as you see the extra summon over there. We'll also see negative attack given to the enemies. We have this Ghosta that will deal damage to one of our heroes whenever we attack the Warlord. So let's see, we have that over there, that over there. I'm going to do a shuffle to actually see if we can find something to get rid of this. Which we don't have. We'll do another shuffle. This one can actually deal some extra damage to a random enemy attack twice. We can try to take advantage of that. Let's actually do... You know, we'll actually go with this hero with Mental Shield on B3. So even if the Mental Shield does break, we'll still be able to attack. As you can see, we did get rid of the Ghost, so we did lose 1 hero, but that's okay. Alright, we have this Madam Agony. This transforms our wounded heroes, except buildings, into these crystals. And so, as you can see, since all of our heroes will take damage at the beginning of the turn, none of our buildings are actually wiped out, but our other heroes are. We're going to, let's see, do you want to clear this out? Let's go with this hero here on B3, or B1 rather, just to clear out the Madam Agony. I really do want these two buildings to actually be destroyed so we can do some soul binders, but we need to wait one more turn because otherwise we're going to take additional damage to all of them. So we have the Lady Medusa. This one will freeze our heroes in the line for turn. Also, we'll steal some attack. Let's go with... this hero here does have Reborn. That's kind of nice. Let's actually go with that. We'll go with here on E2. We'll see some wounded, followed by some damage, and then once again, this hero being destroyed with coming back from the Reborn. At this point now, we have the Enlil Wind of Change with some attack steal, also a health boost. And also silences our heroes with evasion and flight. So we'll go with our soul binders now to look to clear out some heroes. We'll do one final shuffle to find actually a ranged hero, and we do. And we'll summon it over here on A1, clearing out both of these heroes. This Dragar here gives an attack boost to itself at the end of the turn. And we'll just keep on summoning ranged heroes to actually take advantage of our soul binders. So we'll do that. Currently don't have any right now. Surprising. Let's go with this melee hero here on C3. This Super Mary has some mental shield and a little bit of attack boost. Okay, we do have another range hero, so that's good. We have to get rid of this Tengu, so let's go here. We'll go on C2 just to block the open lane once these two heroes are destroyed. Woo! Yeah, you can see the Madam Agony transforming our heroes again. Let's go with this building here on C3, just to block. This Vanikori can also reflect some damage to the Warlord once it is attacked. We do have range heroes, so that's good. We'll take advantage of those. We'll actually play this over here on C2 to draw attention to the Vanikori.
Whoa!
Okay, another Jormungand Grand again. See, let's go clear this out with the Yorick here on D1. Okay, we do have some heroes destroyed. We have the Hanako Lady Banshee with the Horo, and then the Reborn happening. I do want to continue blocking for our lanes, so what we'll do is we'll summon this hero with high health next. And, ooh. We can still get a Horo, so let's actually go with a building here. So we can get a little bit of an extra summon. Alright, we have the Confucius here. This one will give some damage rune to our empty cells once he's attacked. Also has immunity. We'll go fill some of them up. We'll go with this Arthur Frostblade here on A1. Or A2, rather. Oh, when the attack. Okay, I thought the Calibolt will automatically come out. That's not the case. Alright, that's fine. Another Jormungand Grand. Let's go with this hero here on C3. This High Tinker here will deal some extra damage to nature heroes when he attacks. Also will heal when attacked. Also summons this mini Tesla X that will deal some additional damage whenever a hero is destroyed. I'm still very surprised we don't have any range heroes, even with all our shuffles. We are running low on health because of the damage skill with the Ghosta here whenever an enemy attacks. We'll do some of our Sun Deaths. Deal some damage over to the Warlord. And then we'll go with this Freddy here on A3. We got rid of the Ghosta, so that's good. Also got rid of the Jormungand Grand as well. Okay, and at this point we'll keep on dealing damage. Also summon this melee hero here on B2. Oof, you can see all the transform happen again, that's fine. We'll look for some more damage. We'll also clear out this Madam Agony here. Okay, we took a lot of damage with our buildings being destroyed. We did some damage over to them with the Tesla X, and then we took lethal with the Tengu here. That's okay, as you can see, with our legendaries, we did a lot more damage. So we'll see if we can clear them out using this attempt, otherwise we will need to spend some gems in order to make up the difference. Alright, so let's start with this hero here on A1. This Murden Care will summon a rabbit, and that rabbit will be able to attack. Okay, I do want to control against this Tengu Ravencrest, so what we'll do is potentially, we'll summon a building here on D1. That way we can start, we can actually control where the rabbit comes out, because it's supposed to come out in the same row. Okay, we did actually silence one here, so that's good. this point, we will use our damage skill to clear these out. And then we'll actually go with a building here on C3. Or C2, rather. This Void Rock here will give extra attack to one of our heroes. Okay, I can see a little less transformed. That's okay. We'll go with this range hero here on A2. Just to deal some damage for now. I guess we could have used our own Magni to clear this out, but that's fine. We're actually going to clear it out with our Soulbinders now. And then we'll go next with another range hero here on B1. This Arachne does get Mental Shield at the end of the turn, so that'll help us protect and also keep another hero around for the Soulbinders. Okay, another Jorman Grand. We'll do a shuffle to find a range hero to trigger off our Soulbinders, which we don't have, so we'll do another one. And we do find one here. Let's summon that on B2. Okay, you can see we did take some damage over to our buildings and other heroes. That's fine. This ghost over here will deal some additional damage. We're just going to summon this immune hero here on A3. And there we go. So that was Diego Coldsteel. Alright, so that was the pit bosses for this week. We will see you guys later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.